The most important thing you get out of coaching is watching your kids succeed. When a kid comes back after graduating from college and he tells you, hey coach, I remember those hard practices and it kind of got me through finals, got him through some tough times. And I think that's a very valuable thing that a coach brings to the table.
BCSN's Coach of the Year is brought to you by Yark Automotive, who is proud to honor exceptional coaches in our area. Visit bcsn.tv for information on recognizing your coach.
Welcome to another week of Slam here on BCSN. I'm Dan Cummins. We're going to have highlights and scores and take a look at some of the games in the NLL, the City, and the TAC, and the boys and the girls side. I want to introduce our panel again, as always, Bill Clark, a radio broadcaster, and Deon Thompson, who's been filling in a lot on BCSN as an analyst with the basketball games and doing a nice job, enjoying watching you. Now, the City League boys, for example, was jumbled up, and so many, like as recently as 4 weeks ago, we had maybe 10 teams a shot at making the Final Four, and now we're getting some identity there.
I think it went from 8, and then it went down to 7. Now I think we're down to maybe 5 or 4 because it's really starting to take shape a little bit more. Big games last night. Some teams are playing themselves out, but some teams are hanging tough and kind of staying in it right now.
Well, I think it's going to come down to the last week, kind of like you said. And this is the first time in my recent memory that I can remember the City League being so balanced. But I think this final week, we're going to know who the Final Four is going to be.
And it's neat because yet, although Waite is undefeated as of right now, they're not dominant. Every game's been a battle, and the Waite Indians just keep barely getting by from week to week, game by game. Show you the highlights of last night's contest, take on the Libby Cowboys, and oh my, little Samantha showing her moves right here from the Waite Fieldhouse. Little cutie. Now, fourth quarter, Libby takes control of the game. They're up as much as 5. Libby's David McDonald drives for 2 of his 19. Cowboys up 3. Indians with ice in their veins. Deshaun Harris from the corner. That ties the game. Moments later, the next possession, Darius Glover left side. Three-pointer, he had 17 points, Waite ahead to stay, and they would win the game by a final score of 56-51. And Rogers and Stark, this game was going to separate a little bit too on who's going to be where, and Delonte Hurd off to a great start. Gets this put back here, and the Rogers Rams jump out to a 12-point lead. Stark would come back. Anthony Henderson leading the City in scoring. That 3 ball, he finishes at 24, and Start is up by 3. Henderson again here. Right at the line, bang. In the final seconds, Rams really had a chance to win. Damon Powell missed the free throw. They would miss 6 in a row from the line, and the Spartans hang on to win a tight one. The final score was 77-66. How about that? Let's talk first of all about missing those free throws down the stretch. Coaches preach you got to learn to hit your free throws. You covered the game last night. Shocking development.
Well, I tell you what, they missed 6 free throws in a row. And, I mean, that's not coaching. You hear so many times, oh, they need to work on this. And every coach that I know works on free throws extensively. So, I mean, you really can't blame anyone but yourself when you miss these free throws. It's an overlooked and underdeveloped skill in the game I'm seeing this year.
The game was